Porsche Cayenne is not getting a replacement for a while yet, considering it only came out in 2018. So for the 2023 model year, Porsche gave the Cayenne a facelift to keep it fresh, but to also give it the latest technology that will trickle down to other Porsches in the future. We know that the regular Porsche Cayenne is a great car, but let's have a look and see if the Porsche Cayenne Coupe still has what it takes to be the best out of its rivals. Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Cars and More. This is the #1 place to be for car news and reviews. Sit back, buckle up, let's go. Porsche has given the Cayenne Coupe some big changes that will make it look like a whole new model, but it is actually the same model as before, just with a heavier facelift. At the front though, we get to start with some squarer headlights giving a more modern look. They still have the signature 4-door LED daytime running light technology, but they also have LED digital headlights. The bumper is also new with a big central grille connected to some big central side vents that are separated by body colour sections. Lower down on the bumper we do get some more air vents to aid cooling, but they are more discreet. Overall then, the design is more modern and boxier than before, but still completely recognisable as a Porsche. Moving around to the side we get some new colour and wheel options, but also the plastic moulding on some models has been made a bit smaller to be more luxurious and sportier than before. Let's move round to the back to see some big changes. Moving round to the back, and this is where the Porsche Cayenne Coupe looks slightly different to what we were used to. We get a slightly redesigned tailgate to incorporate a new light bar and 3D tail lights. We also get a new bumper style too to mimic the regular Cayenne with that new number plate design too. Let's have a look at what engine options that you can have with the new Porsche Cayenne Coupe facelift, as these have changed quite a lot. So, the engine range for the Porsche Cayenne Coupe has been tweaked slightly for the facelift. To start with, we get a new entry-level model called Cayenne Coupe. This uses a 3-litre V6 which has 350 brake horsepower, and it can do 0 to 62 in 6 seconds with a top speed of 154 miles per hour. Next in the range is the Cayenne Coupe E Hybrid. This uses a plug-in hybrid setup with a 3-litre V6 engine with 298 brake horsepower, but it also has an electric motor with 170 brake horsepower to give a combined total of 465 brake horsepower. On electric power alone, you can drive about 45 miles on a single charge, but overall performance is a 0 to 62 time of 4.9 seconds and a top speed of 158 miles per hour. The next version in the Cayenne Coupe lineup is the Cayenne S Coupe. This uses a 4-litre V8 engine with 470 brake horsepower and a top speed of 170 miles an hour. 0 to 62 is dealt with in 5 seconds, which is quite quick for this type of car. Next up, just like the normal Cayenne Coupe models, we get another hybrid version called the Cayenne Coupe SE Hybrid. This uses a 3-litre V6 with 350 brake horsepower, but again it is backed up with an electric motor with 160 brake horsepower, making a total of 515 brake horsepower. Electric only range is about 50 miles, and you can do 0 to 62 in 4.7 seconds, with a top speed of 163 miles per hour. Finally, there is a top of the range model called the Cayenne Coupe Turbo E Hybrid. This uses a 4-litre V8 with 595 brake horsepower and an electric motor with 170 brake horsepower, making a total of 735 brake horsepower. This has 950 Nm of torque, and it will make the car do 0 to 62 in 3.7 seconds with a top speed of 183 miles per hour. Electric only range is still only about 45 miles, but this is still quite good for this type of car. The price of the new Porsche Cayenne Coupe facelift starts at £73,300. Let's have a look at the interior. So, climbing inside the new Porsche Cayenne Coupe, and we get a completely different dashboard design to what we are used to from any other Porsche actually. Let's start with the biggest change, the instrument cluster. Forever on the digital instrument cluster we have had a regular analog rev counter in the middle, but since the Porsche Taycan has come out this has changed. This is the first non-electric Porsche to have a fully digital instrument cluster. It is easy to use and looks very modern, but it still feels like a Porsche instrument cluster. It is also very customisable and you can have a full width sat-nav on it too. The dashboard is also completely new with the gear shifter now next to the instrument cluster, and we also get a better infotainment screen using the latest Porsche software. The dashboard does have a lot of piano black plastic, but if you want you can get a passenger screen. This would mean the new Porsche Cayenne Coupe can have up to 3 screens in total. The centre console is also new and we do get some physical climate control buttons still, but it is laid out in a nice way and a way that is easy to use. We still get some grab handles in the centre console too, and the air vents are also new as well as a steering wheel. The door cards are also partially new with the upper part being different than before. The seats are the same as before though, but they are still very comfy and supportive and premium. Let's have a look at the rear seats. So, getting into the back of the new Porsche Cayenne Coupe facelift, and we do get some changes again. The door card inserts are slightly different than before, and we also get the new air vent style in the back too. The seats can move and recline and you do get plenty of knee room, but headroom isn't the best because of the sloping roof, but it is to be expected on this type of car. Again, the seats are very supportive, but if you did want to sit free in the back, then remember there is a big hump in the floor. Let's have a look at the boot and see what that's like. So, opening the boot electronically and you are welcomed with a good amount of size of 625 litres of boot space. If you go for an e-hybrid option, then this does reduce to 545 litres, but this isn't that bad. Folding the seats down, we do get 1,344 litres, which isn't that bad to be honest. So, what do I think with the new Porsche Cayenne Coupe then? Well, it is a much needed improvement over the pre-facelift, and if this is what the future of Porsches look like, then I am all in for it with the whole new interior, a more premium exterior and interior styling. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.